Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, I just wanted to show you another Brusho technique that I enjoy doing. Again, I'm using the waterfront stamp set, and I'm going to be making this scene right here, and it's a little different than I've used Brusho before, and I think it's fun and different and has a very artsy look, so I encourage you to give it a try. Now, I will tell you, the Brusho does stain your stamps, but it doesn't affect how they work. They still work just fine. So here I have this little mountain stamp that can be a number of things, but I'm going to use a Stampin' Spritzer and some of the moss green and blue Brusho. Okay, so I've got a little bit of scratch paper here for my work surface to protect it a bit, and so I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit directly onto the stamp. And remember, a little bit of Brusho goes a long way. Alright, so there's a little bit of the Prussian blue, and then I'm going to take my Stampin' Spritzer and hold it a little high up, not too close, and give it a spritz. Okay, and then I have a piece of watercolor paper, and that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to give it a stamp right here. I'm going to press it down and let it move around a little bit. And the thing with this, it's like any artsy kind of project or technique you're working on, no two will be the same. Okay, so I know that I still have a little bit of Brusho there on that, and so I'm going to spritz it again. This time I got a little bit closer. You can see the ink pooling up, and I'm going to go back over that original one because I want it a little darker. Okay, so that's super pretty. I love that. And so I think I'm going to give it a go again, just right here, and kind of change my scene up a little bit. And now I'm going to take this line stamp, and it's going to be the water. So I'm going to put a little, let me do the Prussian blue. The thing with this is that it's so much fun. You can just play around with the colors and the mixtures. Okay, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow, just see what that does. Okay, all right, and move my watercolor paper out of the way so I don't get any of this. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, I'm going to come up here. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp again. Okay, and this time I think I'm going to use a little blue without the yellow. And you can see it's just fun to play with and get different looks. And I think this is a really artsy look. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get this again. This time I'm going to put a little bit, just the green, and I'm going to go back over what I previously stamped. And you just keep repeating the process until you get the look that you want. And I'm going to end up making a mess here if I'm not careful. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, I like that. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp again here. And maybe one more time. Okay, I have a little white spot there, but that's okay. I think I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to do the trees. And notice I'm not cleaning these yet because I can use some of that ink later if I want to fill in. So let me move that aside. And this time I'm going to use the moss green and a little bit of the yellow. Okay, so let me give this a spritz. And let's see what we have now for our trees. And I'm overlapping the mountains a little bit. Okay, that's kind of different. This time I'm going to use just the moss green because I want a little bit more green on it. And I'm going to spritz. Bring it back in. And I'm going to try to go over that same area. Okay, I like that. Okay, so now, if you want to add to it and move it around a little bit, you can do that. I'm going to take a little bit of this ink and the Brusho and water mixture here and fill that in just a little bit. I've got a little bit more blue than I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, that looks like it's got a blue dot. So I'm going to put a little green Brusho right there and use this as a palette. Kind of get some green. There we go. All right. It's like I hate to waste that beautiful color. Okay, so now let me squirt this out a little bit. I'm cleaning off my aqua painter. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of come down a little bit here and make a little bit more water. And I'm just pulling that inked up Brusho already down here a little bit. Okay, and this is the opposite side that I did on my first card. So there, I'm pretty happy with that. And now to add some fun, you can already see I have a yellow dot there, but that's okay because I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this water and Brusho mixture and just do, I just want a few specks on my card base, on my watercolor paper, and I'm going to let that dry and then I will finish the card. And again, this is what I was trying to achieve. And you can see my trees are a little different. And let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to move my scratch paper out of the way. And you can see they're two different looks, but just fun and artsy. And I can bring some more of this down if I want to, but I think I'm going to leave it alone. Okay, I hope you'll give that a try. Brusho is an excellent medium for coloring. Don't be afraid of it. Give it a try. It's a great watercolor medium and just for adding color in lots and lots of ways. So if you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.